Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Fajarullah. Today I will explain about the material is variety of public speaking purpose. Our outline is speaking to inform, speaking to persuade, and then last speaking to entertain. Okay. Definition of speaking to inform. Speaking to inform is a type of public speaking designed to inform people and provide them a clear understanding of the speaker idea on a subject. To inform means to tell, with public speaking such as seminar, speech, and so on. We will automatically share new things for the audience that they did not understand before. Here those who do not know will know, and those who do not understand will understand. It means to persuade or to call. Purpose of the speech to inform. An informative speech provides information to an audience. The purpose of an informative speech is to help your audience understand and remember the information you are presenting. Will no one can foretell accurately what kind of speech you may be called upon to present in the future. It is assumed that you will speak many times to inform people, because so many speech are informative in nature. You are offered her the opportunity to become acquainted with the informative speech. Okay, next, the four type of informative speech. An informative speech always deliver information to the audience, but not all informative speech inform an audience in the same way. The four type of informative speech are definition speech, demonstration speech, explanatory speech, and then descriptive speech. Okay, definition speech. Definition speech explain the meaning, theory, or philosophy of a specific topic that the audience likely does not know much about. The topic may be general, such as sport, or highly specific, such as a particular person. The main goal of this speech is to the audience so that they understand the main point regarding this subject. Okay. Number 2, demonstration speech. Demonstration speech explain how to do something. If you have ever sat through a lecture where a teacher explained how to create a bibliography, then you have heard a demonstration speech. Like most informative speech, a how-to speech will likely use visual example that show the audience how to move from step to step through a particular activity. Okay, number 3 is explanatory speech. An explanatory speech might give a description of the step of a given topic. As an example, consider a speech that might be given at a professional conference to inform the audience about a particular part of an industry. Often, this type of speeches will include visual representation of the particular data or statistic relating to information contained in the speech. Number 4 is descriptive speech. A descriptive speech uses vivid language and visual images to create a memorable factor in a person mind regarding an object, person, animal, or place. And archaeologist who has discovered a new temple in South America, or a paleontologist who believes the they have found a new dinosaur may use the skill to speak to inform an interested audience about their recent discoveries. Okay, how to do speaking to inform. Number 1, make the information relevant to your listener. Number 2, relate it to what they already know. Number 3, involve them in some manner. Number 4, keep the information organized. Number 5, present it in an interesting manner. Number 6, repeat the file you want listener to remember. And last, number 7, use visual aid to aid in retention. Okay, for the example is speaking to inform. PKMPM is the application of science and technology and is a non-profit activity in building a better society in terms of socio-economic or alleviating poverty, social inequality in society, and also playing a role in preserving the environment. Okay, the next material is speaking to persuade. Okay, definition of speaking to persuade is a type of public speaking designed to persuade and to convince the audience to accept his or her point of view. The success of a persuasive speech is often measured by the audience's willingness to consider the speaker's argument. It is necessary to know that persuasive speaking and the propaganda are different. If in propaganda we force listeners to agree with the speaker, or we can say brainwash. But in persuasive speaking, listeners are free to choose whether to believe it or not. Okay, purpose of speaking to persuade. The purpose of speaking to persuade is to influence and change their opinion to support the subject or not, or we can say changing audience perspective to do something he or her never wanted to do or talk before. Okay, kind of speaking to persuade. Number 1, proposition of fact. Speech with this type of proposition attempt to establish the truth of a statement. There is not a sense of what is morally right and wrong, or what should be done about the issue, only that a statement is supported by evidence, or not this proposition are not fact, like the chemical symbol for whether is H20 or Barack Obama won the presidency in 2008. Proposition or claim of fact are advices with evidence on different sides and or spec disagreement. And number 2, proposition of value. Proposition of value argue that something is good or bad or right or wrong when the proposition has a word such as good, bad, best, worse, just, unjust, ethical, unethical, moral, immoral, advantageous, or disadvantageous. Okay, next, proposition of policy. Policy proposition identify a solution to correct the problem. Thus, proposition call for a change in policy, or including this in government community, or school, or call for the audience to adopt a certain behavior. These propositions are easy to identify because they almost always have the word "should" in them. Okay, next. Characteristic of speaking to persuade. Number 1, direct and phrases language from the start. Number 2, credibility and the exhibition. Number 3, logical presentation. Number 4, balancing rhythm. And number 5, incentive conclusion. How to speaking to persuade. Okay, number 1, offer prefer. Number 2, know your audience. Number 3, be confident. Number 4, treat your presentation like a conversation. Number 5, tell stories. Number 6, structure your presentation. And number 7, ask question. Okay, next for example is speaking to persuade. As children of the nation, we must maintain the good name of this country and don't let our friends and relatives fall for drugs. Let's stay away from drugs. Love our children and grandchildren. We are the secret of a healthy nation, brain and body. Don't let this country be destroyed because of drugs. Okay, the last material is speaking to entertain. Definition: speaking to entertain is a type of public speaking designed to entertain and attract the attention of the audience while conveying a message. Entertaining public speaking should communicate a clear message, but the manner of speaking used in entertaining public speaking is usually different from informative or persuasive public speaking. Okay, the purpose of entertaining public speaking is to stir the emotion of the audience and also to ensure that the audience has fun. How to do good entertaining public speaking? Number 1, be prepared. The biggest mistake you can make when delivering entertaining public speaking is to be under prepared or not prepared at all. So we have to really prepare everything, such as your confidence and your material and edge. Number 2, set the tone. How you start public speaking is important. How you start will let your audience relax and look forward to what you have to say, and don't forget to control your intonation when you're doing it. Number 3, structure is still important. The point you want to make must be clearly spelled out. You must have an outline, beginning, middle, and conclusion. So you have to know which is the outline, which is the beginning, which is the middle, and which is the conclusion. Number 4 is adapting to the occasion. Remember that being a competent speaker is about being personally effective and socially appropriate. So try your best adapting to the occasion. Number 5, be adaptive to your audience. You have to know who your audience is. Constantly interact with your audience, such as ask the question or give relatable example and edge. So the more you know about your audience, the more likely you are to be successful in your entertaining public speaking. Number 6, use simple language. How do you intend to entertain your audience if they don't even understand what you are saying? So use language and word that will not be difficult for your audience to understand. Keep it simple. Number 7, be mindful of the time. The key to delivering and entertaining public speaking successful is to be mindful of your time. Different entertaining public speaking situations have their own convention and rules with regard to time. Number 8, a memorable ending is the way to go. Keep the best stuff for the last. Make those ending moment as memorable as possible. For some, ever into crafting concluding sentence that can not easily be forgotten. Tell your audience what they are expected to take away. Number 9. And then types of entertaining public speaking categories. Okay, entertaining public speaking that is basically nouns or divided with jokes, and entertaining public speaking that is based on true event but humorous. Okay, and last for example is speaking to entertain. A mind come to the Institute of Session where researcher demonstrated their finding and overnight a pattern. The invention I have found a tool and make humans able to talk to other humans in faraway places, and I named that device phone. He said the audience we amazed that not long after two brothers come again. We have found a tool make humans fly like bird, and we named that tool aircraft. The audience was getting more and more amazed. Suddenly another person effort. I have found a tool allow humans to walk tall rock, glass and metal. He said the audience was excited and immediately curious, and I am the Tilda. Okay, that's all for me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.